to YouTube, and then we will share the link with everyone on this group on the chat channel. Okay. Everyone is muted, so I will just allow the mic for the top person on the queue, and please unmute yourself and post your question. Hello, Hassan. Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Just 1 second.
Yeah, give us a second. Let's connect. Change one thing. Hassan,
Yeah.
can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Click share.
On the audio speaker. Yeah, this one.
Yeah. Hassan, can you speak now?
Yeah. Is it fine?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Now it's clear.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So my first question is regarding the error codes. When are the document related to error code we can expect? Because you know that every time we are using the B2B API, there is a new error, and I mean it is usually difficult to understand what does it mean.
When you're saying difficult to understand, can you be more specific? Because usually our errors are descriptive, which were not. We have enhanced them.
So you are expecting that we understand from the error itself, the message itself, that.
Yeah, usually that's so we try to make it descriptive so you will get the gist of it. But if there's something which is confusing, like I remember people complained about unable to decode error. So that we are enhancing it, so you'll find out where the error is actually. But most of them, like for example, company prefix not missing or import permit error, these are, yani, they are self-explanatory.
Okay. So now coming to just a quick thing about the time zone parameter. Fine. So, I mean, I believe that every transaction is only dependent upon the immediately last transaction that was happened. So whatever the time zone selected by the party, like if we are the receiver, so whoever is shipping, whatever time zone and time they have selected, our time should have been after that, right?
I didn't get that. So you're saying when you're sending data, you will send it in your time zone. This is what you meant?
Yeah, this is what I mean. Let's say, okay, let me clear the future time. Sometime we get the error of future time. Which time is that? That is it UA time? How we are determining that what is a future time?
Yeah, it's according to you. So let's say, for example, here in Dubai, it's 12 January 11:10. So
Yeah.
if you are sending something after this, then so there will always be conversion because there are people who are in different parts of the world. And if they are using different system, then for us, we are using UTC-4, but your system doesn't need to be in UTC-4. If you're sending the time zone correctly, then system is automatically going to convert and then check if your time is in future or not.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. Yani when you are sending, it's based on what time zone did you use to send data.
Okay, fine. Got it. Now the last question is regarding the dispense call. So I understand the dispense is one, serialized container in a single call, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you understand that most of the system that, everyone who we are using Oracle. So Oracle is accepting a single request for all the dispense. So if I have 100 containers, that will be a single request. Fine. And I mean, that will be added in the system. And then in that means there will be 100 separate requests. So there is always chances of failure due to our device, our internet, or anything. Fine. So the chances of failures are there. So it is always difficult to manage this transaction that somehow our system has actually accepted all those items as a single request. And in that meme, there is always a chance that one or two or maybe half of the request is failed. So how do you suggest we cater that?
See, it depends. I mean, what sort of logging mechanism do you have? So right now, Tatmeen only provides one by one. So if it's an SSCC, then an SSCC can contain multiple items.
Yeah, that I understand. But in our case, it is
one by
always
one.
JIT-in based,
And
dispensing.
I understand that. So right now, this is one by one. What you need to do if your system does it on bulk, allows it on bulk, but in Tatmeen you're sending one by one, then you just need to have a mechanism internally to see, okay, if there are errors, then you log them and then you re-trigger them. If your system is accepting it and if it's GS1 compatible, then there shouldn't be a problem for Tatmeen to accept it. Until and unless if it is not in your GLN or
No,
if it
no,
was
I'm
not
saying
improved
that, yes,
previously.
I understand that maybe, but you know that 100 separate requests definitely takes some time. Fine. So internet can get failed during that. I mean, something can happen. There is always a chance that if there are so many requests, it will take some time. No matter what you do, how efficient it is, it will still take some amount of time. Uh, and the chances of lagging, a single packet missing within that is always possible. So chances of we always keeping an eye that, okay, one thing has failed, so we have to, devise a mechanism always to point out all those items and somehow reverse our transaction and manage with the thing. I hope you are understanding the.
Yeah, I get it. But see, the thing is, from our side, you can understand every party has a different system. Some might be doing one by one, some might be doing bulk. So for us, we have this mechanism now, this mechanism of reconciliation between your transaction process and what accepted is Tatmeen is your responsibility on your side. I wouldn't say that you keep on checking this, but like I said, there should be some error reporting mechanism which says, okay, and like I said, this network failure or maybe internet going down, these usually are not recurring scenarios that every day is going to happen. So your systems can highlight in these cases say, okay, these three transactions failed because of network, and then you re-trigger them. But usually, if your system is GS1 compliant, business-wise, there shouldn't be failure. So if there are network issues or internet going down, that's you can have develop a mechanism, or you need to develop a mechanism on your side to report when there is an error. If it's success, then you probably don't need to check it.
There are no plans for our API like receiving. We can actually receive multiple items in bulk. The
You are saying
Beam API.
dispensing or
No,
receiving?
no. I'm saying that like receiving in itself is it accepts bulk. Fine. So is there a plan that dispense can also have a single as well as bulk? So I mean that can be managed eventually.
See, right now we don't have anything planned on this, but since you raised it, we can think about this. Right now, the dispensing service is sync is not an async service. So if you do this, then you have to convert into an async mechanism. That was the thought process because dispensing is happening in real time. That's why we kept this design of because while you're selling it, the idea is at that time you report it immediately. You so if you're doing it in bulk, that's why probably you're facing this.
Yeah, because we are a long-term care unit and we always issue bulk to our patients. That is how our mechanism is that our patient, we are a hospital, so our patient stays with us for a longer period. So we issue a larger quantity usually.
Yeah,
So
but
I
how
believe,
large if it's
I
per
mean,
patient, it shouldn't be more than five, six,
no, no,
seven,
no,
right?
no, it's not per patient. Actually, it's per floor. Our dispensing is weekly. I mean, twice or thrice a week we do our dispensing. So this usually contains 50 to 100 containers, I would say, for different medications combined. Fine. So in a single request, we are always expecting a minimum of 50 items request.
Okay, but that brings an important question. So when you are allocating it to, I believe your nursing station at that time, you could record dispensing.
Yes, that is how we are actually currently the business work process is doing that.
Okay, probably that's why you are facing this. So that's why it's bulk for you. Otherwise, if it's patient by patient, then this will be different. But
Yeah, but
anyway, it's your business how you
yeah,
want to
I
report
understand.
it.
But you see that if we go try to track down or dispensing at the patient level, then we create a different problem of dispensing a single box at a certain stage, but you are not using that container on a single patient. Fine.
Yeah,
Even
which
if
is
we had
fine, but
that,
at least it's closer to what it is right now. So right now you dispense everything and probably that gets consumed in a month or in a week
no,
or
no,
in
no,
five
it's
days.
2 to 3 days. Actually, our current scenario is actually it takes 2 to 3 days. Fine, because we are receiving from our nursing station 2 to 3 requests a week. That is how the current process in the business is.
Okay. Okay, I think what
Got
we
it.
do is point
Yeah.
taken. We'll think about this if we can add this, but for now, this is the only service we have.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for your
Awesome.
time.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Ravi. Ravi, can you please unmute yourself?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you.
Good
This is
morning.
Avinash Ravipati from Viatress. We were able to successfully complete our testing and able to report shipping EPCS to Tatmeen staging. However, I have a couple of questions. So for staging, we are including Tatmeen GLN as the receiver GLN in the EPCS notification header. So when we move on to production, is this going to be the GLN of the distributor receiving the shipment into UAE?
No, Tatmeen GLN, the header Tatmeen GLN is fixed. For staging, you got one, and for production, there's another one. The receiving party GLN is part of the body where you have your. Okay. Have you seen the postman collection?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Okay. In the postman collection, there's a GLN in the header. That is the Tatmeen GLN, which identifies the Tatmeen system, if it's staging or if it's production.
Okay.
So that's not going to change. Your receiving party is part of the body.
Okay, understood. Thank you. So my second question and the last one. So when we are formatting the EPCS, the sender and receiver locations are being sent to Tatmeen in GS1 format. And the same when we are trying to send that in a URN format, Tatmeen is unable to process. So is this a limitation that Tatmeen only accepts GLN numbers in GS1 format?
Yeah, only in B2B is only URL format.
Understood. Thank you. That is all.
Thank you.
Okay, Marie-Louise. Marie-Louise, can you unmute yourself?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I work for a manufacturing company based in Europe, and currently we are trying to desperately get our product master data into Tatmeen. And I have a couple of questions related to this. So I already had contact with the GS1 Prancing team, and they asked me to provide a list of our unregistered products we are shipping to UAE to send a list via Excel. So this is what I did, I think, at the beginning of last week, so on Monday, and I haven't received an answer so far. Do you know how long this will take, and how do we get this data? So do we get it into Prancing directly, and we have to fill all the necessary information that is missing?
Well, Marie-Louise, GS1 is a different company. They are our partners in this project. Yeah, and we cannot answer on their behalf. But usually it doesn't take long. I would recommend send them a reminder. Maybe the email was missed, but usually they are responsive and quick in their answer.
Okay, then I will try. And one other issue we face is that one product got updated, and I think the registration will expire in April 2026. And in Tatmeen, it states already expired at the end of last year. And when I press the synchronize button, it says no updates found, even if I can see it on Prancing that there were some changes in December.
So you can email Brandsing to push the data to Tatmeen again. And
Okay,
this will be
okay.
updated. This will be updated.
When was the last time you checked?
Yesterday.
Yeah, it's fine. So just email Brandsing to push the data to Tatmeen, and it will be updated in Tatmeen.
Okay, then we'll ask
Okay.
Prancing for
And
this. Okay.
if you want, keep onboarding at Tatmeen in CC so that we know which product you are talking about.
Okay, thank you. I will do this. And
And
one
one more
last
one
question.
question.
Yeah.
Apologies. Regarding your first point, you are talking about unregistered products. So you have some unregistered products which you are bringing into the country.
Yes, correct.
Okay. And how many products are there?
I think like about 10 different
Okay.
products. Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Please go ahead.
Okay, and one other question. I have a registered product, but we have two different layouts. So one universal layout we used to send to UAE, and now we have a new layout, especially for the Middle East Africa region. And the old layout, this is registered currently in Tatmeen, so I can see it, but the new one not. And we want to ship the new one in February. And is it possible to have like two products there with different GTIN, but it's basically the same brand?
Oh, okay, so different GTINs are allowed, right?
Yes, different GTINs are allowed, but we are not entitled to answer this question. This has to be answered to asked to the ministry, to the drug department. You are providing two products. It's just the outer packaging that is unique, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, then it's not for us. For us, we consider them two different GTINs and two different products if we have them.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Rania, good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, that's okay.
So I'll introduce myself. My name is Rania Al-Khani. I am the Acting Assistant Pharmacy Director in American Hospital, Dubai. I just took over on November 9th. So when I took over, we came to know about Tatmeen and the GLN. We got our GLN certificate within the deadline. So we are meeting the criteria. But unfortunately, in American Hospital, we missed the workshop and we missed all the settings. So I came to know through colleagues in other facilities that Tatmeen will go live on June. We need to know from Tatmeen. We would like actually to meet with Tatmeen. We would like to know about the system we need to subscribe in, the barcode settings. So we will start preparing to meet the requirement by the time we need to go live.
Okay, Dr. Rania, have you gone through the website tatmeen.ae?
I've gone and I checked it completely, and I watched even the videos on YouTube, and I read the PDFs. Yes, I went through all that. But my understanding, Tatmeen is a supply chain program through all UAE, from the moment any product comes to UAE to the moment it reaches the patient and the medicine is utilized by patient. So for us to utilize the barcode, so it is integrated with Tatmeen. I think there is a system that we need to subscribe in, and there is a setting for the barcodes. How can we do that? What is we sent email even to Tatmeen. We got only a link of which we have seen. So we need guidance actually.
Okay, Doctor, the structure of Tatmeen is that it is a nationwide program to track medications or medicines throughout the supply chain, as you mentioned. However, we do not have a system that we are selling or offering to the industry. We just open the door for hospitals, pharmaceutical stores, medical stores, licensed agents, manufacturers to connect to Tatmeen. This is happening through an open API that we are having for Tatmeen. What we recommend, first, let me go back to 2 points that you mentioned. It is not live in June. It is live on the 13th of December. The decree was published in June 2021, so almost 2 years ago. The ministry has given the industry more than 18 months, a year and a half, to comply with the decree. And just telling us that what you are starting now is, in my opinion only, it is a little bit late. What we can, also we are not doing any dedicated training sessions or meetings with the industry. All what we are doing is this workshop, where you can see the recordings of previous workshops as well. My recommendation to you is to pass the technical guidelines and the documents that you found on tatmeen.ae to your IT department, and they will know what should be done. You don't need to acquire a new system. You just need to connect your current system with Tatmeen, and that's your IT department's role.
So now we are already live. So we should be barcode scanning every single medicine, and we should be in sync with Tatmeen, right?
You should already start scanning the items that you receive from your licensed agents and reporting it to Tatmeen as received in your facility. Yes, you're right.
Okay. So, okay. طيب, I got the link today from one of my friends in another facility. So honestly, even we were not part of the weekly workshop. So is it possible to add American Hospital to your invited facilities for the weekly workshop?
Since you are in this call, then you have access to the chat in Teams. You can also view the history, the complete history of the chat, and you can see the previous links. The email, the invitation was sent to your registered SPOC, which is HR2 at American. No, that's something else. But if you check your SPOC, your single point of contact on Bransing on JS1, that email must have received all our invitations.
To be honest with you, we did not. When I checked, I don't know who received the invitation, because we came to know even about the GLN from from our store, from a sister company, but not through American Hospital.
Okay, American Hospital must have a registered email with the Ministry of Health. The ministry passed us those emails. So if your email registered with the Ministry of Health is outdated or expired, then that email only we received in Evotech, and this is the email that we are using to communicate. So please update your information with the Ministry of Health.
Okay, sure, we will.
Okay, thank you.
And I have also a question for hospitals, for unit dose, because we do pre-packing of unit doses. So it's easy to scan the barcode on the box when we are in the outpatient setting. But what when we are administering unit dose in the inpatient? What is the barcode required, and how to scan those unit dose systems? If for ampoules, it's no problem, but for the medications we prepare or medications we pre-pack?
Okay, the medications that you prepare has already been received at your facility from other medication, from other medicines. You received it, and then you're saying you're opening that medication and preparing it for the patient. Once that medication is opened, this is where you should report it to Tatmeen as dispensed.
So what about like other hospitals? We send, if it's a one strip of 10 tablets, we pre-pack each tablet in a small pack. So we don't send a strip, we send per tablet. How can we scan? Because different patients will receive the 10 patients will receive the 10 tablets. It's not for one patient.
Okay, how did you receive that tablet in your facility?
We receive it as a whole box from the supplier.
That whole box, once you open it, it should be dispensed. Whatever you do after that with the individual tablets is beyond the scope of Tatmeen.
Okay, understand.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your questions.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day. Thank you. Bye. Chaitanya, good morning.
Hello, Nibal. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, so I'd like to thank you and the team that we have successfully reported the first shipment, and all the reportings were processed successfully, and our distributor also have done their part of reporting in the production system. Yeah.
Perfect. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Evotech team, for all the support that have been in this entire journey. And I have two questions with the current process. It's only small question. So because earlier we discussed, we are getting one warning saying that no business partner was assigned to a GCP. That was observed in the test environment, and it was said in the production environment, it will be like addressed. So
The
is there any
warning?
update on it?
The warning?
Yeah, the
No
warning.
business partner?
Yeah.
The warning, you can ignore it for now.
Yeah, you can ignore it, and later when the sync functionality will be available, we will explain it to you guys, and you can resync the master data, and this warning will be gone.
Okay.
So you can ignore it for now.
Okay, fine.
It's just a warning.
And okay, fine, perfect. And yeah, second question is regarding the export scenario. Like in some case, Tatmeen system will validate the GTNs from the brand sync, or it's from the product master data maintained in Tatmeen system. So if an shipping input permit number was given for GTN A, so it will verify only the GTN. But unfortunately, we have reported wrong batch, which is having the same GTN, but instead of batch A, we have reported batch B. So in that case, earlier we got informed that we can do export option, saying that we have posted commission, aggregation, and shipping, and now the distributor have to do receiving, and they need to post an exporting message. So that will mark the status of all the reported serial numbers as decommissioned, and the shipping input permit number quantity will be reset to the exact quantity. So then we can report the batch A, which is correct batch, right? So in that case, the later part, if we want to report the batch B again with the correct shipping input permit number, will the Tatmin accept it? Because the status of the EPCs were already decommissioned by posting and exporting, right?
But you consumed already the products from the import permit. How you cannot use it again?
Yeah, because when I had a discussion over the emails, it was mentioned if we post an exporting event for all the EPCs, then the quantity of the shipping input permit number will be resetted to the approved quantity. So then we can post the correct EPCs. That's what it was mentioned earlier.
I am not sure about this. We'll check this and then probably respond to you guys back.
Okay, so I
So
can just explain.
you are using some export functionality.
Yeah, they are exporting to decommission, so because they wrongly
But
commissioned.
I don't think so that counter is set to 0. You can check it.
Okay.
Chaitanya, just also a note here. Tatmeen is designed in such a way that you cannot undo what you have done.
Yeah.
And that is just like any government or regulatory systems. You cannot declare to customs that you have an item worth $1,000, and when customs inspected, they found it's worth $10,000. You cannot just apologize for that. Yeah, there has to be legal action taken. Please consider Tatmeen as a legal reporting system as well, and make sure to minimize the mistakes as much as possible.
Yeah, agree, Nibal. Like that's what we have designed the solutions as well. But most of sometimes due to the import permit number, right, those has to be inputted manually in the system. So there may be chances where instead of the batch A, batch B may get reported. If that is the case, we just want to have a corrective action on how this can be done.
We'll check this. And so you already have a ticket with onboarding team?
I think, yeah, a couple of months ago, and it was said that if we export, then the counter will be reset to approved quantity, and those will be marked as decommissioned, and we can recommission the same serial numbers again with correct input permit. That's what the answer I received. But as we are planning to test this scenario with our distributors, I'd like to check with you once.
We do not feed back to the import system and tell them this product was exported, so please increase the limit of items in the import in this import permit. We do not feed back to
No, he's not talking about feeding. He's talking about our counter. So we have accepted commissioning.
Yes.
So for example, he has commissioned 10.
Okay.
Now he exported 10, so he wants that 10 to be released, so he can commission again.
Yes, which is
on in our system, not in import
okay.
system.
Okay.
So we will get back to you.
Okay.
It would be great if you can reply back the last email that you received, the one that you are mentioning. If you can reply back on that one, and we'll get back to you. We just need to check this.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks. Yeah, that's all I have.
Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thank you. Ravindra.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, hi, this is Ravindra. So, for one of my client, as a part of merger and acquisition, they would be exporting for the first time to UAE. So we have already kickstarted. They have already have the track and trace systems and GLNs everything. And currently, we were going through the onboarding process. I was looking for the Tatmeen documentation also. My question is regarding the user ID that needs to be created in Tatmeen, because currently my client has two different manufacturing site in two different countries who would be exporting to UAE. So I was reading through the manufacturer technical guide, wherein it says mentioned the one user ID has to be created on Tatmeen, and upon approval, they can exchange the message with the business partner GLN. Now, the question is for two different manufacturing sites in two different countries, we have a two different GCPs as well as GLN. So do we need a two different user ID created in Tatmeen, or can we have only one?
No, you can have the same registered with JS1. You can link both GLNs under one email, one stop email, and then you will be having one access or one access, one user access to Tatmeen. And inside that access, you will see both GLNs.
Okay, so if we increase the manufacturing side from 2 to 10 tomorrow with 10 different GLNs, still we can use the one user ID, right, for those GLNs?
Yes. Yes, that's stock.
And for more details on how the SPOC and user IDs are organized, there is an onboarding guide. So one is the manufacturer guide, which talks about the messages and scenarios for manufacturers, and then there's an onboarding guide which talks more about users.
You can find it on Tatmeen.a.
Okay, sure. I'll look for that. But the answer is we can go with the one user IDs with multiple manufacturing GLNs, right? Manufacturing side GLN.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Mamoon, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Thank you. In fact, I have just two questions. Would like to have, in fact, two updates. One is regarding the reporting of the local production. We heard that there is currently an issue with the local sales permit. So this is one. And the second one, if you can just provide an update on the unregistered product reporting.
The local sales permit?
So local sales permit is live, and you can get further information from ministry, but from the last update, local sales permit system is live and industry is using it. You have not accessed that system till now?
No, in fact, we got an information from our track and trace provider, TraceLink, and the update they got from Tatmeen team is, please be informed that our technical teams are coordinating with ministry for further assistance on reported error and required values to pass for Tatmeen local sales
Yeah,
permit.
that one. So yeah, that one is with ministry. So we are trying to solve it. The error, it will be solved inshallah soon.
Okay.
And the other question was
regarding the unregistered product.
So unregistered products, you have to do the registration of those in branding, and it will come to Tatmeen. So normal process, what you are doing for registered products, same process for unregistered. Create the product in branding, master data will be coming to Tatmeen, and then you commission it. So there is no change on that.
Okay, thank you.
So right now, you are handling how many unregistered products, if I may ask?
Not sure. I have to check that, but yeah, around 10 maybe maximum. But
okay, so please update those unregistered products to branding so that data can be transmitted to Tatmeen, and then you can commission and follow the same process. So process-wise, unregistered and registered are same. The only change that you will feel while uploading the data in branding, so the category and everything else.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Amr, can you please unmute yourself?
Yes. Hello, Nibal.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. So I'm Amr Qasim from Manic Systems. We manage different MAH and distributor accounts. So I want to thank you for your documentation and for your workshop. Everything is clear to us, and we managed to get them live. However, I have a certain question with a wholesaler who has 2,000 SKUs, different SKUs, and I can't know what is the conventional and what's non-conventional. So we decided to run a script to test, to do a verification on all of them, and whatever is accepted by Tatmeen, this means it is conventional and it has to be reported to Tatmeen. Now the question is, he is a wholesaler, so he is not the one who is registering these as SKUs. So is it a good approach that I report it as a stock, and from then I can do a testing, or what is your recommendation?
See, first step is these product needs to be on Tatmeen, first branching and Tatmeen. So the approach should be, if some product is there in Tatmeen, then we Tatmeen system will accept it. So what you are doing from what I understand, you are doing all the commissioning, and whichever it fails, you are saying that okay, this is not conventional. This is not conventional medicine, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So you
And
don't have the list of products?
I can't do commissioning because it's already in his stock, and it wasn't reported from the beginning on Tatmeen.
So if it's not reported on Tatmeen, you will not be able to do anything, because data first master data should be there, then the commissioning data should be there. So of course, if you are not able
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Somebody muted us.
He cannot see it on Tatmeen because it's not registered under their TLN.
Sorry, I didn't listen. I didn't listen to your answer. So again,
No
they
problem.
have 2,000 SKUs, and I want to do a commissioning. I will run a script to do commissioning. Whatever is accepted, this means I have to report to Tatmeen. Whatever is not, I will not report it to Tatmeen. So, is there a way to do it? I should report it first as a stock, and from this I can start doing this part. If I do it as a stock, if I report it in the stock file, I mean, will I be able to do that?
No, you have to do the commissioning first, not the stock. But if you have multiple manufacturers, they can provide you the list of products that are available in Tatmeen, right? So I think the best way possible should be you get the list from manufacturers and then commission against those returns. Because trial and error, if you are following your approach, then if for some SKU, when there is genuine error, so what you will do, you will not understand, right? That this is genuine error, or this SKU is not conventional medicine and should not be commissioned.
Yes, we already did that, and with most of the normal distributors who are also agents. So this process is very easy. The problem is only with the wholesaler who is having, I'm saying, 2,000 SKUs. So we already started asking for the whatever is registered by Tatmeen. We are on this process as well, but I was just finding a workaround as well for this. But okay, I got your point. Thank you.
What do you think, Khusro? Because if he's trying to do commissioning and he's trying to find out that this SKU is in Tatmeen or not, then he'll skip the exact error. For example, 10 SKU which are not in Tatmeen, he'll get error. And for 2 which are actually on Tatmeen, but there is some error in transmission of data. So he'll not be able to differentiate which error is it, right? Sorry, so the problem is he is a distributor, so he is a lot of manufacturer. Some of them have 2, 2000 SKUs.
Okay.
So some are conventional, some are not conventional. If not conventional medicine, it will not be in Tatmeen. So he wants to do commissioning and do the test. Okay, this product is, I can commission or not. But this way, the only problem is the real error he'll miss it.
Yeah, problem. I think the one suggestion could be you will have this master data in your system. So probably mark those which are relevant for Tatmeen and only report on that.
Yeah, you have to go through that cycle. Otherwise, you will miss the exact genuine errors.
And then you keep on sending data which probably Tatmeen is not going to accept on a regular basis.
And is there a way like you can provide our portal that contains all the GTINs recorded on Tatmeen, so it will make this process easier. So anyone can open this portal and see whatever registered by Tatmeen.
So you are.
I'm just recommending this or asking if this could be possible.
So you are a licensed agent or you are after the licensed agent? Who is sending you products? The manufacturer? Are you the license agent or the license agent ships data to you? Ships products to you?
Both cases are happening. So I'm an agent and I'm receiving from for some products and receiving from agents and also receiving from distributors. Because in this case, I am a wholesaler actually. So I'm receiving everything from anyone, from a distributor, from agents, and even from MEH directly.
Yeah, so right now the product master data is only available for two partners, which is one is the MAH or the license agent. So if in BrandSync a GLN for the license agent and MAH is maintained, only those guys will be able to see the master data for themselves. So there's no public repository. You will say, okay, all the GLNs or all the GTINs for all these partners. What you can do is you can reach out to your distributors and tell them, okay, because your distributor, if license agent is sending to you, he will know. If manufacturer is sending to you, he will know what products are part of Tatmeen. So ask them, reach out to them, tell them which products are part of Tatmeen and which are you reporting. And then you can create your master data for yourself. So you have to reach out to your supply chain partners for this.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Loganathan?
Hi. This is Loganathan from NMC Healthcare. We are calling. So in NMC, we have around 56 POC users. In that, some of the POC users did not receive a production URL. So for that, do we need to do any action for that or how is it?
You have 56 POC users?
Yes. We have around more than 100 GLNs. So we have different clusters.
So just out of curiosity, do you have one system or different systems?
Same system, one system.
So don't you think it will be too tedious for you to have so many POCs?
No, that since we have a different cluster, so that is the requirement. Like each user has to maintain their.
Yeah, so there is an easier way. I think again that the system is not going to stop you just. So probably we have to resend the invitation or people have to check their emails. But if you have one system, then an easier approach would be assign one POC for all those GLNs. That will allow you to create one B2B user for your system. And then you can report for all the GLNs. And if you want users for each GLN, there are different representatives, different clusters, like you said. So create their users. So that POC can create individual users for all of them for a specific authorization.
Okay. So.
Sorry, Loganathan, I muted you. There is lots of noise in the back. Please unmute yourself again.
Okay. Oh, that was the initial plan, but internally we have decided to have a different POC user for different cluster. So in that case, and we are using the same system only. So in that case, if you wanted to get a production access, what is the step I need to follow?
But one more thing to add here, what Khosrow said. If you are creating 52 SPOC, then you for system integration, you will need to create 52 B2B users.
And then you'll have 52 API keys.
So it will be really difficult for you to manage.
Yeah. And back to the point, I remember, Loganathan, we suggested this earlier to you to have one spot, but since you are having one IT department and one support to this IT software that you are using, if it's the same software, in our opinion here, we see no problem or no challenge even, to have one SPOC and create sub-users within that SPOC. Because it's, as Maid also mentioned, if you can create 56 B2B users and the system would automatically change the B2B sender to the API key according to the GLN that you're using. It's too complicated now. Yeah. Regarding the registration link, please send us an email. Yeah, okay. Since you are 56 different spots, each spot has to send us an email to release the registration email to them. You cannot act on behalf of others, correct? We receive data from Brandsync saying this is the spot, so only that spot can request the registration link.
Okay, with test cases we need to send, right? Or...
Yes, if you have done test cases from your system and you're telling us that the same system will be used for everyone, then we will not ask you for 56 test cases. One will be enough.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so the action point is I need to send a mail to Tatmeen onboarding to release the production URL with the test cases which I have already done. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You can send us one email with the list of all spots. If it's all NMC, the domain is NMC, then we will release it for you.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Ala, good morning.
صباح الخير يعطيكم العافية. Good morning everybody. I have just two quick questions. The first one, we have two products recently approved in a brand sync under Tatmeen category, but both of them hadn't been synchronized to staging environment of Tatmeen. So how can we synchronize these two products on the staging environment? The second point, the self-service portal registration link has been received from Tatmeen, but it shows that it's expired on 31st of December 2022. And we have sent an email through our spoke to send us the link again, but nothing received till now. Can you help us in this regard?
Sure. To whom did you send the email?
Just a second. Our spoke send it to notify@tatmeen.ae. I think it's wrong, right?
Correct. This is the wrong email address.
So we have to send it to onboarding.
Onboarding@tatmeen.ae.
Okay, can I send it right now?
Yes, please. And regarding the products, we received confirmation from Brandsync that all products were synced yesterday, both staging and live. So please check again.
Just right now checked, Mr. Nidal, and nothing done. I can send you a screenshot.
Then please reach out to them, to JS1, and ask them to release the products to Tatmeen.
So shall I send it to Brandsync and JS1?
To Brandsync, yeah, to tatmeen@js1-uae.org.
Inshallah. Okay. So I will send it to you right now on behalf of our spoke, requesting the self-service portal registration onto Tatmeen onboarding.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Nidal. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.
Iqbal, you're with us again. You have another question?
Good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum. You can hear us, right? Okay. I have few questions. Like we already tested the we already gone through the postman collections and we tested, but we don't have any actual data. Like for example, we have one common sample product from that we tested, but we are getting positive response. But to test with the actual data, we don't have any data actually. So we are running behind the suppliers to send us the details, and the suppliers, they are saying no, it's not completed like that. So first point is that in case in your portal somewhere, if you are updating us, okay, these are all the clients, they are successfully onboarded, they are already completed test cases, means we can follow up with them. Okay, just send some data to us, just send some goods to us, like that we can ask them. So this is my first question.
So what do you need from us?
In case if you show somewhere in your portal, these are all the onboarded clients, something like that. So for example, one ex supplier, so they already successfully onboarded, so we can run behind them instead of going all over all the suppliers.
I really don't think we can do that.
Why I am saying, we are calling the suppliers and we are asking to test the data. Did you send to Tatmeen? You connected with Tatmeen? They are saying no, we didn't. But actually, we don't know whether they connected or not, because the backend team is just separate and the sales team is separate, distribution team is separate. So we are not having any knowledge on that. I'm talking on behalf of the pharmacist side.
Yeah, we have a lot. I cannot declare names here, but we have a lot of licensed agents and drugstores who already connected with Tatmeen successfully.
Okay.
So the number is huge. I'm surprised why they are saying it's still not done yet.
Okay.
So please reach out to them again and ask them.
Then another question is, in case if the supplier successfully onboarded, and I mean they are live with the Tatmeen. So on that case, if they are shipping some goods to some other pharmacies, can we use that for the testing phase? Is it possible, right? The GTNs and SSCs we can use, right?
Yes, yes, you can receive it. You can send it.
Yeah, I think just to reiterate, are you saying if they are sending to some other pharmacy or your pharmacy?
No, other pharmacies.
Okay. Then you need to ask that pharmacy to send it to you. They can still do that.
What I'm asking,
for
what I'm asking, one ex-supplier, they already onboarded with you. They gone live. Okay. So they are sending the goods to some other pharmacies or XYZ, whatever the pharmacies. They are not live. They are on a testing phase. So when they are receiving the goods, can they use the GTN or SSCC to test their cases, like to send the testing sample data to Tatmeen? Because that is the
you can only report data in Tatmeen for stock which is in your GLN.
Okay.
If you're not authorized for a GLN, system will not allow you to report anything.
Okay. So, and another question is like branch to branch. It is the same entity only. They have 50 plus branches. They are transferring the goods one to another GLN. So that case, can we make our own SSCC and can we send it, or we can send each GTN as a separate request like that? How we can do that? We have to do that.
You already have SGTNs in your GLN, or
yeah, example, we have already GTNs in our GLN. That's good. Okay. So I need to
clubbing them into SSCC.
Hypothetically, you can. If you have, you can do whatever is allowed. You can look at the trading manuals.
From the pharmacy level itself, I can do the shipment, right, to another GLN.
Yes, you can do it either on GTIN level, or you can generate an SSCC and pack it in an SSCC and send it. Both work.
Okay. And another one is one of our client, they have 30 plus pharmacies. The names look like same, like branch 1, branch 2, branch 3. They have Sharjah, they have Ajman, they have Dubai, all places they have. So instead of linking Sharjah branch, we linked with the Dubai branch email ID. So how we can delete and revert it? Is there any option in the B2B? We are trying that, but it's not there. It's just showing
for your GLN. For your GLN?
No, we are the software providers for our clients actually. In the Spock admin user.
Partner master data is in brand sync.
No, not the master data. I'm talking about the linking, invite link is there, no?
He wants to have one B2B user to manage all the pharmacies from his software.
No, for each entity, it has to be a separate.
That is okay.
So Spock, and under that Spock, so Spock for the GLNs, and then you have users under that. So that's the hierarchy.
Yeah, okay. One of the group we created on Spock user. Under that Spock admin, they have 30 plus pharmacies. We are linked on that. We already sent an invite link. When you are sent the invite link, by mistake sending for the Sharjah branch, we linked the email for the Dubai branch. So we cannot revert it back. You understood? So there is no provision to delete.
You created a new portal mobile user. You are talking about a Spock user. What are you talking about?
No, what Spock user we created. Okay, from the Spock user.
In brand sync.
Yeah, that's okay. In brand sync.
So if it's in brand sync, then that data which is created in brand sync has to be fixed in brand sync.
Yeah.
So if you put a wrong email address as a Spock in brand sync, then you need to change it there.
Okay. So after creating the Spock, I'm inviting the users for B2B, my pharmacies. Okay. So that time I chosen the wrong GLN for the wrong email ID.
So you can Spock can change the GLN assignment for the users that you create from Spock. You can change the assignment. Spock can change the assignment of GLN.
Okay, but there is once it is successfully verified and it is registered already, it is showing delete option, inactivity, active, all it's showing. But once you invite the user, it is showing only resend the invitation option only. There is no more options there to remove or delete something.
Yeah, so you have to activate, then these options will come.
Okay.
First activate, then you can change and block and change the GLN, whatever you want to do.
Okay. And another my question is like the sales returns. You mentioned earlier, sales return is not in your scope, right? When we sold the product, so that time it will be like decommission, right? It's completed. The process has been completed. So now when the patients or the customers, they are returning the goods to the pharmacy, it is happening. It's a practical thing. So when they are returning, so there is nothing to do with Tatmeen, and just in our inventory system, we will add the stock and we'll keep it in our pharmacy. Okay. So this is for the sales return case. Yes, the same manner, like some pharmacies, they have 1 million stock, 1.5 million stock like that. So yearly, we have to report, the software team, they need to report to their management, like this is your physical stock, this is your system stock, like that, which means this is called the stock take, annual stock take, it will happen. So if there is a 1 million stock take, there will be absolutely some ups and downs will be there, excess stock and less stock. So if it is a less stock found, we can remove that. We can mention as it is damaged or stolen, whatever we can report to the Tatman and we can decommission it. In case some excess stock found, what we can do on that? Like example, the sales return.
But see, sales return system is Tatmeen doesn't have any sales return.
Yes, that's okay.
Tatmeen, once it dispense, life cycle is over.
Yeah, understood.
That is the stock is by law. If you're saying things are happening, but the law says you cannot return the medicine. So whatever you're doing, if they return the medicine to you, we cannot comment on that.
See, actually, I'm talking about practical thing. The medicine should not be returned. That is okay. But still, some medications they are doing return. It's happening in pharmacy. We cannot say medications. See, you are talking about from your perspective, but what I'm saying, practical thing per day, how many sales returns happening and how many inventory they are getting back from the sales returns. That's what. If you come cumulative that for whole year, how much stock it will be there. So what about that stuff?
By concept, sales return is not there in Tatmeen, so you don't need to report it. Simple concept. Very simple.
Okay, in case at the time of stock take we found some extra goods, so how we will update to Tatmeen that goods actually, because of this some discrepancy happen, like not only for the sales return, some other reason maybe. Okay, so the patients
so let's say, for example, some other reason could be somebody did not, so whoever is sending you has to ship it to you.
Yeah, that is
then you receive it, and that increases the amount of number of products in your GLN.
Yes.
Now, if you did not receive it, then you won't have it. That is one scenario. What other scenario you can think of?
For example, we are unpacking the pack. We are doing the loose sales, right? If the Panadol for 48 pack is there, we are selling one strip only or two strips. So maybe like
that's not allowed.
No,
that's not allowed with Tatmeen. Tatmeen only tracks till the secondary pack.
That means when I open the box, I will mention it's decommission. That's fine. But I have 4 boxes loose in the pharmacy. So when they are doing the stock take,
boxes? Sorry to cut you. 4 boxes, or you talk about 4 strips?
No, 4 boxes I unpacked. Okay, 48 packs, 4 boxes I unpacked. I sold only one strips. Okay. So because it's attached with the clinic or medical center or hospital, it's a huge pharmacy. They are opening and they are selling by loose or whatever. So when they are doing it, they will accumulate that all. So it will be considered as one box for them. So whenever I open, I already mentioned in that mean it is sold out. It's decommissioned. But when they accumulate that one, it will become one box. So that case, what we will do?
It's not like this. It's not like this. So see, Tatmeen doesn't look at stock. Indirectly, yes, but Tatmeen is not one quantity or two quantity. It's number of SG10s. So the tracking is still a secondary pack. So if I have 5 secondary packs, means 5 boxes of Panadol, those are 5 SG10s.
Yes.
And that's how Tatmeen will say, okay, you have 5 SG10s. Tatmeen doesn't say that you have 5 quantity for Panadol.
Okay.
Yeah, that information is extrapolated from this, but in principle, we are talking about SG10s. So if you are dispensing an SG10, that box is over for Tatmeen.
Yes, okay.
If you combine 5 strips and put it in another box, then that's what you're doing outside the system. So system cannot physically control you. But when Mohab comes, when they do audit checks, then that's for Mohab, Tatmeen is going to provide the information saying these SG10s are in this pharmacy. Now, if there's another box where you have combined some of the strips, that Tatmeen only provides that information. The action is on the ministry. How they will respond to that. Right now, they don't have this information, but from tomorrow with Tatmeen, they will get that information.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Let's see.
that's
Maybe.
an action which Mohab will decide what they need to do.
Okay. Because you have to think about this, what you mentioned as a stock take. Not only one pharmacy, all the software providers, all the owners, they will do the stock take. You have to think there should be no 100% accurate. I'm very sure about it because we are in this market past 20 years, so we are very sure some stocks will be ups and less. But anyhow, what could be the reasons? I'm not sure, but there will be. But we need a solution for that because we need to be accurate with Tatmeen. Whatever the stocks we have, it should be commission.
Yeah, but see, yeah. So when you say there has to be a solution, that means tracks only till the saleable box. There is no tracking of the pill or the strip.
All right. Okay.
It's not an inventory management system. That means it's a track and trace system.
Okay, then we'll see.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Akbar. Thank you. Cluster, can you unmute yourself? Cluster. Okay. Sunil, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, perfect. So I'm calling from Emirates Airlines. And there's just a few questions that we've got in terms of the B2B. So I'll just read them off. In terms of the project itself, is there a way that we could get a dedicated point of contact? There's a few questions that we would have with our vendor, and it's something that we had when we had NABID, and we found it very useful to make sure that we can anticipate any issues that are coming up and any lessons learned that you guys have had so far.
Sunil, your current business and the number of pharmacies that you are currently having is quite reasonable. I would say it's not small compared to others, and others were successful using the technical guidelines. If you have any questions, we shared the email of onboarding@tatmeen.ae. Please share your questions to onboarding, and we will answer you as soon as we can. It's usually less than 24 hours where we answer.
No problems. So I just wanted to double check that as it was, like I said, we had the dedicated support for NABID, which is why we're asking for it here. And another question that we had was around the message format. So is this in HL7, similar to what we did with NABID?
Sorry, can you repeat that last point?
Is it in HL7 for the message format to Tatmeen for the integration?
No, it's EPCS format. I think HL7 is related to integration between hospitals, right? For sharing patient information.
Yeah. So it's one of the formats that they use, yeah.
Yeah, but Tatmeen doesn't track patient. Tatmeen is GS1 compliant. It's called EPCS format. If you look at the Tatmeen.ae website, if you're a pharmacy, you can go to onboarding journey and you can see different manuals which will describe what Tatmeen is, what is the message format, what is the business vocabulary. Then there are training manuals for portal and mobile. So you need to go through that and you'll get the details which you're looking for.
Yeah, no, I'll get that. So I'll have a look at the guides, and those have been shared with the vendors. At the moment, the vendors just scoping those out at the moment. I just want to make sure that if we've got any questions from our internal IT team, we can get them to you. Typically, how long has it taken for the API integration with other pharmacies, just so we can make sure that we can plan this effectively? And I know there's obviously different variables in place, but what's your expectation?
See, that's very subjective because the thing is, we don't know what systems you have in place.
Yeah.
What is your infrastructure? What will and there are a lot of variables. Who's developing it for you? What we can say is from our side, I think we have given enough information. So if you have your technical team looks into the guide, they look at the postman collection, it should be pretty simple. And for dispensation, there's for pharmacies, there are not too many activities, probably receiving, packing, and packing. Yeah, there is damage, loss, these scenarios are there, but mainly dispensation. So it shouldn't take much time. It depends on your system and your system integrator.
Sunil, have you checked with your service provider, software service provider already?
Yeah, so we're liaising with them, and we're having workshops with them as well. These are some of the questions that my own team had, and before we go back to them, they're analyzing your documents at the moment. So we've done our internal analysis. They're doing the analysis as well, and we've also invited them to these meetings. So I think they'll attend as of the next one. Just the last question, guys. In terms of the like obviously you've got your documentation that you guys have put up. Since that documentation's been published, has there been any impediments that you guys have recognized that are common that we need to be aware of? Just something that we can do from lessons learned for B2B.
Okay. See, what we have found out is the technical guides have really served the purpose. So whoever has gone through them, they have found most of the questions answered. And that's what's really going to help you. Now, we have for cases where, let's say, for example, if it's a unique case or something you can't figure out, then onboarding at Tatmeen is there. But it's how you utilize it. So if you, without digging into the technical guides, if you ask trivial questions, then that's going to take you a longer time. But what we have found out is that the documentation is really good enough. And based on, so we have been having this technical workshop for some time. So we have been updating content. If you're following us, some of the guys in the call have been with us for a long time. They have seen that Tatmeen.ae website has matured over a period of time. We have added content. We have made it easy for people to traverse. We are continuously adding training manuals, training videos. So I think that this content is now really rich enough for anybody to go through the cycle. And then there should be very little delta in terms of questions or scenarios.
No, that's brilliant. So that definitely puts us in a really good position with the vendor, and it's helped us a lot. So thank you very much. And apologies if any of the questions were very basic. I think it's just, we've got them, we're asking, and I think we've got what we needed from an answer from you guys. So thank you very much.
Cluster, one more time. Can you unmute yourself? Okay, it's not working. Shincy? Shincy? Can you unmute yourself? SHINCY. Okay. Mu'min Abul Saman. Can you please unmute yourself? Mu'min? Okay. Nice. Can you unmute yourself? Nice. Yes.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi, good
Hello.
afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I'm calling from Exceltis Middle East. We are a pharmaceutical company, and we are in a situation that I want to understand if this situation will cause us any issues while shipping our products to UAE. Now, a few years back, we were using a GLN from GS1 Saudi Arabia, and this GLN GLN was used to obtain our GTINs for all the products. So our products are having GTINs from GS1 Saudi Arabia with the company prefix of GLN of Saudi Arabia. And now when this Tatmeen project start, we got another GLN from GS1 UAE. And this is the one that the Tatmeen system is working with. When we were trying the testing, we were facing error that lead us to the cause of the company prefix. We were using company prefix of GLN GS1 UAE, while our GTINs were having the company prefix of GS1 Saudi Arabia. So we needed to change the company prefix to reflect the one from Saudi Arabia, which match the GTINs, so we can have a successful testing.
No need for that. You don't need to change your GLN. You can just add it as an additional GCP.
Which GLN that we don't need to change?
Okay, so you have your GLN, the GLN Saudi, let's say, and you have your GLN where the products are registered. That has a GCP, and you use that GCP to generate, let's say, GTINs. Now, you registered another GLN with GS1 UAE, and you tried to commission the products that have the different GCP from your previous GLN, and this failed. All what you need to do is send an email to GS1 and ask them to add this GCP from the previous GCP that you were having to your account as additional GCP, and then you will not face that error anymore. You will just face a warning for some time, but this warning will go out soon.
Okay, so now the master data that is there with our TraceLink team changed the company prefix to reflect the one from Saudi Arabia.
No,
so
don't change. You already did that?
We already did that.
So just a quick question. So whatever is on the box, that's what you are reporting, or you are changing that?
What? Sorry.
I believe you have an assembly line, right?
We are
So
having
you are a manufacturer. You are a manufacturer.
We are at the MH.
Okay, very good. Now, when you said you are changing it to report into the system, it's still the SG10 which is on the box has to match the SG10 in the system. Is that the case?
Yeah.
Then it's fine. So it should match. And if you're saying that, and what I understood is that you are changing something to get away with the validation. So end of the day, if whatever is on your box, you are able to report it, that's fine. What Nepal was saying was GCPs, let's say if they are not part of the G10, or in case of SSCCs, if you have additional GCPs, which your assembly line is using to pack the boxes, then you can add them as additional GCPs in BrandSync. But if you are already reported it and whatever is on the box is reported in Tatmeen, then that's fine.
Okay, and my concern that when any shipment is coming, what is showing in the file of the aggregation file is a company prefix that is not the one shown on Tatmeen system.
What does that mean? Not shown where?
In Tatmeen system, there is our GLN from GS1 UAE with the company prefix of GS1 UAE, while the aggregation file. Yeah,
for the GLN, right?
Yeah,
that's fine. That's not a problem.
Okay, so nothing will stop because of this different, let's say, company prefix that is there in the aggregation file and on the system.
On the GLN, you're talking about the GLN, right? So you're saying, if I get you right, you're saying the company prefix for the GLN is different from the company prefix in the G10.
Yes.
That's fine. As long as the G10, the GLN is assigned to the G10 in the brand sync.
Yes,
and
it is assigned.
That means, yeah, system will allow that. The validation is only on that the product MA GLN or the license agent GLN is allowed to commission.
Okay.
There's no check on comparing the company prefix between the GLN of MAH and the G10 of the MH.
Okay, understood. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I temporarily allowed the microphone for everyone. Just to check. Cluster, can you unmute yourself now? Can you try? Yes, we hear you now. Yes,
yeah,
we hear you.
Actually, we are a software provider. Then when we are doing API call, we are getting an error. Invalid Tatmeen GLN like that.
So you are reporting to staging or production?
When we are trying in staging also, and from the staging also, production also, we are getting the same error. When we are giving staging GLN or production GLN, the invalid Tatmeen GLN like that only getting the error message.
So staging GLN, its staging system has its own Tatmeen GLN and production has its own Tatmeen GLN.
Okay, we tried from staging.
Okay. So the GLN is already in the Postman collection. Did you take it from there?
Yes.
So from Postman collection, have you tested these from Postman collection? It's working fine for you?
No, from Postman collection also the same error.
No, the Postman collection that you downloaded from Tatmeen.in.
Correct.
Correct?
Yeah.
Can you send us the message that you're trying to commission to onboarding at tatmeen.ae and we will review it?
We already emailed, but we didn't get the reply. Anyway, we'll email again today.
Please.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
with the complete request that you are doing.
Okay. Shincy, SHINCY, Shincy. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
We uploaded the test cases. Actually, we are from the Cluster Techno Solutions. We are the technical users.
Okay.
Okay. What is the next step?
So we don't hear you. Can you please repeat the question?
Okay. We are from Cluster. We are from Cluster, the software technical providers, technical team.
Okay.
Okay, we uploaded the test cases, but what is the next step?
So they have uploaded the test cases. So you have completed the integration and everything else?
Yes.
And they have provided the test cases to one.
Okay, can you please send the test cases to onboarding at tatmeen.ae?
Okay, to mail we need to send.
The test cases document, there is a test cases document, a Word file published on tatmeen.ae. Please fill it with your test cases and send it to onboarding at tatmeen.ae and we will release the registration, live registration email to you.
Okay.
To the stock. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Mo'min, can you unmute yourself?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we do.
First of all, thank you for your kind support. This is Mo from Pharma International Company, a pharmaceutical company located in Jordan. We are now in staging server and we will upgrade for production in few weeks. But we have a few questions. So if we have uploaded the CSV file for aggregation file for some item and the shipped quantity is lower than the mentioned in the file, this will make any problem on Tatmeen?
What is lower? Using file upload and using?
The shipped quantity lower than the mentioned in the aggregation file.
We cannot hear you properly.
Yes, your voice is breaking.
It's better now, I think.
Yes. So you're using file upload, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the file and the uploaded are greater than or higher than the shipped quantity.
So you commission more than what you shipped?
Yes.
Okay, the remaining balance that you commissioned but you didn't ship into the country or were not received by the license agent. You're asking about those, correct?
Yes.
What happens to those? So he commissioned 500 items, he shipped only 400. The balance 100.
By balance he can ship later.
Yeah, but what will happen to them? They will just remain there in the system.
Yeah, they'll just remain in the system.
There is no issue on that, as long as you do not exceed what is allowed in the shipping permit number.
So when I ship the remaining, the 100, should I upload again the same file?
Yes, correct. We're using the same shipment number.
Okay,
so
okay.
Basically,
and
you can do partial upload of, for example, if your shipment permit number has 100 quantity, so you can do multiple file uploads or 10, 10, 10, 50, whatever you want to do. You just need to maintain the maximum quantity. That's it.
Okay. And the second question is, those pre-medical samples batches need to be uploaded on the portal since this item not available for selling.
We can't hear you well.
It's difficult.
I guess.
Your voice is breaking.
Just a second. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, for free medical samples.
Medical samples, yes.
Yes. Do we need to upload the patches on the portal?
Medical samples that are sent to the Ministry of Health for registration purposes or for participating in a tender, those are exempted. However, medical samples that you send to the UAE as marketing material that you send to clinics and doctors to try your products, those have to be reported to Tatmeen.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. You're welcome. Thank you. Last question we have LTSY.
So yesterday we tried to log into the service user, and my user was somehow locked for some reason, and we've been
Sorry, Lalit, can you please repeat the question from the beginning?
Yes, Nibal. So yesterday my service account user was locked, and then we were trying to unlock the same from the portal, and it does not seem to reset. And even my Spock has tried to reset my password, the B2B password, which we are trying to connect to via ICH, and it does not work. So I have raised.
Can you tell me the email address that you are using?
Yeah, it is ltsy@novonordisk.com. It is the same email ID.
LTSY.
Yes, yep.
That is a mobile portal
user. Mobile portal user, right?
Yes, exactly. Yep.
So you are not able to log in. Have you tried resetting the password from the reset password link?
Yes, I did do that a couple of times, and also my Spock has tried to reset my password, and it does not work, and it does not log in for some reason. And I have raised a case with onboarding Tatmeen as well. So that would be my first question. And for the second question, so we understand that the bundle has to be registered in the branching portal even before we start reporting the bundles. So if we have to provide a bundle, there is a mandatory field to also enter the case, which we are not using in our hierarchy. So in case we are giving a dummy case, it asks for so many of our packs which has to be given. So we do not have a standard pack size under each bundle which we are reporting. So does that mean that Tatmeen portal would kind of validate the number of packs, or is it just enough that our bundles are just registered in BrandSync?
The bundle registered in BrandSync has a predefined quantity. If you try to commission a quantity that is different from what the bundle is having, in a perfect world, Tatmeen will reject it. Okay. So at the moment, we haven't activated that, but it might be activated at any moment depending on the ministry's requirement. So we urge you to use an SSCC instead of the bundle.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Fine. Got it.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. We'll check regarding your B2B user.
Not B2B.
It's a portal user.
Portal user.
Okay. Yeah, we'll check about it. We received your ticket, and we will get back to you as soon as possible.
Yes. Sure. Thank you.
Okay. So no more questions. Thank you everyone for joining us today, and we will continue our calls next week, hopefully next Thursday. Have a great weekend and have a great day as well.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hello.
Yes, Magid?
Yes, I have one question, small question.
Please.
Now we are manufacturer and we receive some inquiry for special non-registered item, and its quantities are very small, like 20 boxes or 30 boxes. If I ship it, shall I have to make it aggregated, or it's okay, we can send it without aggregation? We can report in Tatmeen without aggregation.
Magid, at the moment, you can report it without aggregation. However,
at the moment.
Yes, and the new serialization, the current serialization guideline states that you have to do aggregation. However, unofficially or officially, we received emails only from the ministry saying that it's fine to move products unaggregated. And the ministry is currently reviewing the serialization guideline to remove the aggregation from the guideline. So I would say you can ship it. without aggregation. It's fine, but you will make more headache to the licensed agent and the people who receive your unaggregated items. It's more operation intensive or
yes, but
labor
I'm
intensive.
telling you, it's very small quantities, like 20 boxes.
Yeah.
It's only one carton. It's not big.
Yeah, Tatmeen doesn't validate aggregation at the moment.
At the moment, it's not.
And
you
in the
don't.
future as well. In the future as well, depending on the serialization guideline published by the ministry.
Okay, there will be it will not be mandatory for aggregation at the moment. Yes.
The information we have from the ministry is that it will not be mandatory, but we still don't have the new one released yet.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay.
Bye.
Thanks everyone and have a great day. Thank you. Thanks. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.